Spring may be my favorite time of year. The rains come, bring everything back to life, the trees start to turn green, the trout are biting, and the turkeys are out in the fields with their annual mating season underway. The bird you see on the screen before you now is a female turkey, or a hen, and she's out on her morning prowl looking for a gobbler who's also out in the morning, strutting and gobbling away, looking for a mate. A hen may take multiple mates in a day, but will only lay one egg a day until she has about 14 eggs in her clutch. Then she'll finally sit down on the nest, incubate the eggs, and get them to poults. To give next year's brood a greater success rate, you're not allowed to hunt hens in the spring because they're on nests and making young. So the gobblers are only what we're after here. Now this isn't my first year actually taking a shotgun and going out into the woods hunting for spring gobblers, but I'd say this is the first year I really took it seriously. The first time I had a good gobbler responding to me in my calls, I was hooked, ready to go, spring gobbler hunter for life. It's almost like a conversation with the wild. You call again, and out of nowhere, a ripping gobbler comes back to you through the woods, and your heart starts pumping out of your chest as you sit there and talk with nature in its own element. Unfortunately, on the day it happened, I didn't have my camera with me. But honestly, that doesn't bother me too much. It kind of makes me feel better about myself knowing that I'm more worried about getting my hunting gear together and in the woods at the right time than also worrying about collecting all my camera gear and also having it ready. But check out this bird. But now that we've got the bird in the bag, I'm going to show you guys how I've heard it's an awful delicious way to cook wild turkeys. Start by trimming any sinew, fat, or tendons off your breast. Get this stuff really cleaned up. You don't want to leave any chewy bits. Once you've got it cleaned up, cut it into some more manageable pieces and beat it thin. If you don't have a meat tenderizer, the old-fashioned knuckles will do a good job. Cut your tenderized pieces into some strips and put them in egg. Keep the strips small, as this way to not get too big and chewy pieces. Once you've got your pieces cut and washed in egg, throw some flour and your favorite seasonings in a bag and shake them up. I like to use seasonal, garlic powder, onion powder, and herbe de Provence. Oh, and black pepper. Can't forget that. This next part is pretty easy. Heat up some oil in a nice deep skillet and dip in your turkey strips. Make sure you get them all in there and try and keep them spaced apart and from sticking together, and just wait and smell the goodness. Once the strips have a nice brown color and are floating on top and there's not a ton of bubbles coming out of them, they're ready to go. Pull them babies out and set them on some paper towels to soak up the extra grease. Let them cool down so they're not burning your hands, and get ready to enjoy. What I found cooking this recipe is that even the pickiest of eaters give it a thumbs up and a big smile.
How's that turkey, bud?
Too good to describe.
Now that we've had a great meal and some even greater memories, I want to try a little something. I really want to take the idea of using every part of the animal a little further. I think I'm going to take a few of these feathers, tie up some flies, and take them out to the trout stream and try and put some fish on the bank. I'm going to take some of these smaller feathers and try and stick with a pheasant tail nymph pattern, but using turkey feathers. First, I'll start with a size 14 hook, a small tungsten bead head for weight, and wrap the black thread back across the whole body. Next, I'll take my turkey feather and rip off about 4 strands of the feather and try and split them into like a fork pattern to look like the tail of the bug coming out of the back. Secure the feathers with a couple of pinch wraps, wrap it down, trim off any excess, and securely wrap the rest of the feather down. Now I'll take some more strands of the feather, about 6 to 8, and put them in some hackle pliers. Attach the back to the hook shank and start to wrap the feathers around, forming a body. Leave yourself a little extra when you're wrapping it in so that you can use these strands of the feather to form your wings. Next, I'm going to take just a tiny bit of peacock black diamond dub and wrap it in just behind the wings. Once that's done, take your extra you left for your wings, pull them back, and tie them down. Make sure to keep them evenly spaced from left to right to give the appearance of wings coming out the back. Throw on a couple of whip finishes, trim off the excess, and you're ready to go. When you're done, they should look a little something like this. My name is Tyler Parker. This is Trout Chaser Outdoors, and today we are turning turkeys into trout.
Fish. That's a fish. 100% a fish. Decent brown. It looks like on the homemade lure. Nice. This is a lure I tied with feathers from this year's spring gobbler. It's a kind of a extra special fish. Oh, and there he goes. Thanks, buddy. That was cool. Oh, that's a fish. Yeah, that's a fish. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's a trout. Decent trout. Very, very decent fish. Oh, I spoke the big one now. Get him out of there. Working up the whole hole here. Amazing fight on these little guys. I guess this is probably why I love trout. Trying not to lose them, but man, they got some fight in them. It might be a rainbow. Small brown or a rainbow. It's a brown. 100%. Maybe not so much small. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Now if we look here, we can see turkey tail nymph from this year's spring gobbler right in his mouth. This is what we're catching them on. Just this little tiny nymph I tied. There we go. That's another fish. Another brown trout. Doesn't want to come into me. Another fish. Ooh, you're either pregnant or you just ate a big meal. So I'm gonna get you back. Thank you, sweetie. There she goes. That's a fish. That's a fish. That's a fish. Here we go. Small brown trout. Let's get him back. Chill out, bub. See you later. There's a fish. There's a fish. There's a fish. Another small guy. There we go. They like the turkey tail. Or the turkey feathers. Another brownie on the turkey feather nymph. I've only caught all these fish on one little fly today. Made by me from a turkey. Yes. That's a rainbow trout. So it is. Decent rainbow. Come here, buddy. There it is. There we go. Nothing wrong with that fish. There he is. Pretty rainbow. I got him. It's a big one. Ooh, it's a big one. Ooh, it's a nice fish. Nice rainbow. He came out for that like a champion. Pretty fish. Ooh, that's a pretty fish. Listen to that. It's a rainbow. Beautiful trout. Stay on there, buddy. Stay on for me. Quit flopping on the line like that. Try and keep him turning and get him a little closer here. In some shallower water. Oh, that's a nice trout. Ooh, that's a nice trout. Come on, buddy. Oh, there we go. Look at that jump. Oh, I hope I caught that. Try and get him in here. This might be it. This might be it. Oh, he didn't like that net. Ooh, he did not like that net. And there he goes. Come on, big guy. Come on. Come on. On the flat pole. Come on, buddy. Come on. Boy, you got some fight in you. I'll bring you back up. There you go. Turn you up the creek. Oh. It's a good fight here. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yes! Woo! That is a beautiful, beautiful rainbow trout. Beautiful fish. I'm gonna get a nice look here. Oh my God. Guys, look at that. That's a hand-tied fly. Turkey tail nymph made from a turkey's tail that I shot this spring. That's awesome. There he is, folks. Beautiful rainbow trout. I mean, just a hog. I'm gonna take a quick picture on the phone and we'll get him home.
Well, I'd call that a successful day, and I'm going home with a pretty good feeling and an awesome knowledge of how to take something that I've harvested from the woods and use it to go back out and harvest even more from nature. Please take a second to scroll down, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share our videos. It would mean the world to me. Until next time, fish on.